Your favorite people are back. Like my mother's always say, thank God for Jesus. Welcome. It is a Throwback Thursday. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature wake up team with the Queen Senny J and the Queen Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started. Right, guys? The chat room is wide open. Come on in and join us for this great show on this glorious morning. Or if you want to call in, the number is 570-982-6950. Special shout out to everyone in the chat room. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature wake up team on all media, especially right here on Facebook. And shout out to all our peoples and you on YouTube. Thank you so much, and thanks for our growing audience over on YouTube with on Instagram with our short videos. Thank you so much. We are here. We are blessed to be here on this Throwback Thursday. Welcome to the show. Listen, this is where you're gonna get that morning heat. I always talk about this. This is the realest morning show you're gonna get and the realest podcast out here in these streets. And we appreciate you. But if you have a deficit of love, this is also where you get your morning love. There's a lot of you out there starving for love. You don't get it from your family or your friends. You actually congregate here to get your love. And Senny J and myself are here to oblige. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. To the Queen Senny J, good morning. God bless. You shining over there. Skin look great. Good morning. And how are you, young lady?
Good morning, Sean. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have a great show for you today. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know everything that is happening in Hollywood and entertainment news. We're also going to have front page news with Senny J, where I will let you know what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
Yes, please stick around for, like I say, each and every other morning we do this show. Senny J has a lot to offer. Pause. Now, welcome to the show. I already see folks in there. My man, Rel Hollis in the building. Thank you. Mr. Young and Nut is in the building. Sister Soldier, good morning. God bless you guys. And welcome to the show. Like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on all media. Look, let's jump in this. I just said that we take a break. Okay. We used to do this show Monday through Friday. Now we do it Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Thank you. The algorithms is allowing us to live because of the time that we do the show. Absolutely, Senny J's right. More is less. But I'm going to bring this up before we get into the show.
I'm going to share the show. Hold on.
People are always talking about they got to take a break. They always talk about when something happens also in their lives, they got to take a break from social media. I don't get that. Are you really taking a break from social media? I know that we go through traumatizing situations in life where, yes, it is validated and valid that you go, you know what, I got to get off social media. I can't deal with it for various reasons. And we could get into that later. But a lot of y'all get emotional and y'all leave social media for embarrassment. I mean, I'm talking about normal and situations in life. Maybe a relationship didn't work out. Maybe you and your homegirl got into a discussion or debate and a terrible disagreement. Maybe you and your family member couldn't see eye to eye on a particular issue. But then you bail out of social media. Or you go dark. Let me ask you in the chat room, man. Welcome to the show. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen Senny J and the Queen Miss Miko. You know how we give it up. But I'm still fascinated on how folks want to take a break from social media. Are you really taking a break from social media? Are you deactivating your page, but you still on social media trolling and strolling? Is there even a such thing as taking a break from social media? Because social media has dominated almost all our lives, and it's a fabric in what we do today. Don't get me wrong. There's a 0.5% of the people in the world that's never been on social media. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. I'm talking about us that when we go through something in our lives, we step out and we gotta take a break from social media. And some of us even have we posted, hey guys, I'm out of here. Like I said, there are valid reasons of taking a break off of social media, right? You commit a crime, all right? You out there committing crimes, I think you need to take a social media break. I get it.
Oh my
You
God.
you doing something weird, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You running around chasing little boys, yeah. You got to get off social media. I get it. But when you go through some trauma in everyday life and you take a break from social media, I don't understand that because when you come back to social media, we're still all here waiting for your punk ass. And the same things are still going on.
That's hilarious.
To the Queen Senny J.
Yeah.
But before I even ask you this, for the record, even the things that I've been through in my life since social media, hit the airwaves. When did social media come out? Like '08, '07? When did Facebook and all that come out? I want to know. That's the first thing I want to know. Facebook came out what? '08, '07, '05,
Yeah. Maybe like
'09.
like
Oh,
05, I think.
Cindy, well, you might want to research it. When did Facebook hit these streets? About '09, '08. And I like to say this.
I want to say 2004 because I remember when I was going into school, it was like a big thing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying when it hit the mainstream, when all us neighbors got involved, what year was that? And I want to say that even though myself and including a lot of other folks in the chat room, I've been through some
February
things.
4th, 2004 is when it started.
Yeah,
I
but
don't,
when did it hit the streets?
um,
I think it
yeah,
was
that's when
09,
that's when it
07.
hit the streets, but it was only for people who were in college. And
Right.
then it doesn't, I don't know.
Yeah, I want to talk about when I'll tell you what, folks in the chat room, what year did you land on Facebook? I think it was '08 for me.
Yeah,
And now
it's
one
probably.
time did I say to myself, you know what? And I've been through some things since '08. But there was one time it's not that time I said, you know, I'm gonna take a social media break. What is a social media break? I don't understand. Or do we take a break from life? Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Cindy J, I asked you this question. And welcome to the show, guys. Since you said social media dropped, Facebook dropped in '04.
Mhm.
Since '04, whenever you've been on social media, Cindy J, how many social media breaks have you taken?
I don't think I've taken a lot. I think maybe I've taken like one or two. I don't think I've taken a lot of social media breaks.
And when you took that social media break, how did that feel? Like, what was that decision like? What is like, whatever you was going through in your life, did you go, you know what? Let me like deactivate myself because I'm done. Like, how does that process
No, it
play?
wasn't. It wasn't emotional for like for my health or anything. It was just to stay focused on whatever I was trying to do. Like and I don't even think I deactivated it. I just silenced my notifications. Like I deleted the app from my home screen. So that's all I did.
Why do you think that people? Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth before you start, get your morning start right before we move on. The relationship aspect of social media. When most people break up, Cindy J, a relationship and a public relationship, folks show they love on social media, and then the next thing you know, the relationship's over. And my whole take on it is that's life. That happens because I broke up in a lot of relationships
Mhm.
and in social media.
Yeah.
City, why is it so devastating for people to where they can't handle the breakup of a relationship and they got to bail out of social media? What's the correlation of breakups and deleting yourself off of social media? Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Why, when you cry and you break up, you delete your social media? What's wrong, baby? City,
I
why
think it's
are they
just
doing it?
because they well, I think most of the time it's because they don't want to delete that person, so they just don't want to see anything with them. But you can do that, just block them. I don't understand it either. I'm like, I mean, I get what people are saying because social media is so like all encompassing, like, you know what I mean? People get addicted to it. So, sometimes you
No,
gotta take it off. For a relationship, just block them. Then you won't see what they're posting. That's all, because they don't want to see like them being happy or whatever. Or maybe they know that they're going, like, while they're going through the breakup, they're gonna want to see like if they're posting, who are they with. So they start stalking them. It's crazy. So if you are going through a breakup, just block them until you get yourself together. I don't get it either.
Senny, and welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning shout out. Once again, shout out to Real Hollow. Lynette Serrano, thank you for your donations last week. We truly appreciate you. Senny, when I broke up in a relationship in social media, right?
Hmm.
I didn't delete my social media page. I never even thought on doing that. What I did was I deleted all the pictures that I had of the ex. I thought that that was appropriate to do uh, from social media that was on my page, whatever. And I was okay with if I saw my ex, living her best life, whatever. My take was, God bless you. I hope everything works out. It's all good. But not one time did I think that I would say, you know what, man, I got to get out of this thing, man. I can't take this. Do you think that, before we move on, do you think more women deactivate themselves after a relationship in social media or men? If there was a survey from your soul, what do you think, from breakups or traumatizing situations in social media, who do you think deactivates first, men or women, before we move on? And welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Put a number one in the chat room if you ever deactivate your social media page for, a relationship. Put a number two.
Um, I don't know. I would guess I would say probably women more, maybe, because I think men are always trolling, always trying to thirst trap, always trying to get to the next one. So I don't see it being a big deal for them. But Kenny B. Winning said, I think people get tired of seeing and hearing other folks' drama. And that is so true. Sometimes I feel like, especially because I follow a lot of the entertainment blogs, so I can, bring the news to y'all and stay up to date on what's going on. It's so repetitive. Like, I swear, I don't even think I've talked about it on the show. If I see another video about Krishan Rock and her baby, or Young Miami talking about how she wants a man, or it's like, it's so much frivolous stuff. It's like so ridiculous. And you get bombarded with just this BS all day. And then when you look at your phone, when you look at the time, 2 hours have passed and you haven't done anything. So, and that's how it's designed. It's designed to put you in a rabbit hole so that you stay on it, so that the sites can fulfill their advertising requirements and get paid. So they need you to stay on there. So i think that's the I think that's one of the biggest reasons too, because it's just like, what am I even going on here for? But if you curate your page to more positive things and other things, it's not as bad.
Now, see, right. Thank you. You just stole my thunder, and I appreciate you for that. One thing I think that we're, I don't know if to keep it on myself, it, but the consensus says that in our society we are drama based. We love the drama and we love the gossip. Okay, now, do we have to listen to the same gossip and drama? Maybe you might want to switch up your gossip and your drama. That could be a contributing factor of folks, being on social media or deleting their app because of breakups. I think this. You're absolutely right. If you're on social media, and it could be addictive, and it is addictive, but I think you might want to, go down a different turnpike, go through the positive videos or the funny videos, and not eliminate, and stay away from the drama. And maybe you won't be so fast to deactivate your page. I do agree. Before we move on, I think women deactivate their page more than men because men want to see what it is. But you got to be built for that life. And whoever deactivate their page and they type in, "Hey guys, I'm back," you're out of your mind. You know, went nowhere.
Yeah, I think it's a problem when people announce it. I find it very attention seeking. Like, if anybody is looking for you, I'm sure they know how to reach you. And
Right.
if they don't, they'll be there when you get back. So, and I mean, half the time, I mean, think about it. How many people have, and this is one of my pet peeves with social media. I have like thousands of friends, but I only see the same like 15 or 20 profiles every day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I seeing these same people? And some of them I don't even talk to. So I'm like, why do they keep coming up on my feed? And then it's like all of a sudden, like one day, it's usually a birthday, I'll see somebody that I haven't seen come up on my feed in like months. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'll go on their profile. And that's when I usually take the time to like go on those people's profile that I haven't seen in a while and like interact with it a little bit, because I'm like, I need to change my feed up. They give you the same things, but it's like, and especially on Instagram, like I follow 2,000 pages and I only see the same ones. So
Well, you
I
you
don't know what
well,
that's about. It's very
yeah,
annoying.
yeah, because you got the basic package. Now, let me ask you this, guys. Let me ask you this. Guys in the chat room and all over the world that's listening to the show, we appreciate you. Any place on earth where you get your morning started right. Have you ever deleted your social media page because of a breakup of a relationship? Have you ever did that? And if you have you did you announce your return to social media? Because I think it's something really weird with a person. Senny said attention seeking. I get it. I think it's something really weird when you eliminate yourself from the grid and then you welcome yourself back. Okay. Now that might work for you and it's all good. I think it's really, cuckoo for cocoa puffs. If you come back to social media, just come back to social media. People are gonna say, "Oh, you're back." Yeah, I'm back. What are we doing again? Because it's like going to school. It's like being in the same grade in the same year. Say you miss a month of school and you're in the fourth grade. You come back in January, it's gonna be the same people there. It's the same thing. So you took a break from what? Because it's the same thing that's there, unless you change, like Cindy said, unless you change your viewing of social media. So, Cindy, is there anyone in the chat room that's ever deleted their page for a breakup of a relationship? Cindy, you could
I don't
give me a number two. It's never happened. I'm from the Bronx. When I broke up, I kept that social media popping. I was on the board like that.
I don't really know anybody that does that either. I don't know. I think people do more blocking or just taking down pictures or making their page private. I don't really know anybody that deletes it because of a relationship. I don't know.
And I want
Unless
to
maybe you got one of them pages. I saw one of those actually the other day. A shared a shared social media page between the couple.
yeah, that's really corny. And I want to ask,
What are y'all doing?
I want to ask the fellas this and the ladies: are you built to see your ex in that new relationship on social media? Are you built for that life? Are you built? City was right. She said it. She said, I don't know. We want to see that ex being all happy on social media, taking trips to the Galapagos Islands. I don't know if I can handle that. Are you built for that life?
Word.
Are you built for that life to see your ex out there living her best life on social media? Or you gonna act like a bitch ass neighbor and delete and deactivate yourself because you feel in a certain way? Whoa!
Well, there's nothing wrong with that either, Sean. People got to protect their mental health. Some
See,
people take up some people take breakups really hard, especially if you were cheated on and now they're with that person. Like that can be a lot.
but City, you say it all the time, ladies. Breast that off. Fix your face. Go back
Well, yeah,
outside.
it's
It's
easy
all
to
you say
say.
it all the
It's
time.
easy to say it, but everybody's not the same. Everybody's not as mentally strong as you or me. So you have to do what you. I would rather you delete your page than you stalking their page, because that's just what's going to end up happening. You're going to first see if they have the pictures up of you still. Oh, you deleted my pictures. I'm going to go delete mine. It's just people are petty. People are immature, and we know that
Cindy,
same reason why they go and hurt each other.
Cindy, when you broke up with that baby father, how fast did it take you to bang those pictures off of social media, player? How,
I didn't. I think my older like going back to when I was posting that, I didn't really post a lot of pictures of me and him either, but I kept them up because they were probably pictures with me and my kids, so I'm not gonna delete that. I didn't care. I didn't really make my my when we broke up, I just didn't post about him. And nobody, people in my personal life knew we weren't together, but it wasn't like people were like, "Oh, where." I don't know, but that was earlier too. That was like early 2000s. So nobody was really into it like that. But I was going back and forth posting sublims with the girl that he was cheating on me with. Yeah, I was doing a lot of that
you was
stuff.
doing a lot of that when Facebook wasn't popping, unfortunately.
It was popping. It was popping for me.
Put a number one in that chat. Let me ask you a question before we move on. And welcome to the show, only place on earth where you get your morning start right. I want to see the hearts in the chat room on this glorious Throwback Thursday. Where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, turned down for what? Folks in the chat room want to ask you a question. If you broke up in a relationship, how fast did you delete those pictures off of social media? Did you sit down? Did you sit down at the couch, put your phone on the coffee table, looked and strolled through all those pictures? And how long did it take you to start banging those pictures out and deleting them off of social media? We want to know. But Cindy, that's what I did. I banged out all those pictures, those that were done.
I don't. I think I seen it's probably gonna come up on you guys' feed again. I still have up the picture with Mikael from my birthday. Remember my birthday show? I seen it. I think somebody commented on it like a year ago or something like that, and I seen it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "I can't believe I still have that up." So it'll probably come up in my memories again. Nobody
Yeah,
asked me about him.
yeah. That is the liability about Facebook, boy. They will remind you of your past any given chance they can. And sometimes that pops up and I just like, okay, let me delete that. That's done.
I leave it. I'm like, to me, it's like, oh my gosh, like it's a memory. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's however you want the aesthetic of your page to look. I like on Instagram, it's a little different because it only, it gives you that small profile grid. I think it's more popular now where people keep their Instagrams more short. Like they only keep like the first nine. Like they keep their profile so there's no scrolling. You just see like those first nine photos or something. Think
Right.
9 or 18 photos, and then that's it. So I think maybe it depends on which social media. And Snapchat, that deletes within 24 hours. And so I think it's really like only like Facebook if you keep all those up like that.
Well, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning start right. We're going to move on. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team on all media. Thank you so much for the last 30 days with these record breaking amount of views. So thank you for all your support. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? I will yield my time to the Queen, Senny J, with front page news or whatever you got over there. She's the S to the E double NY, and you can't deny she got the front page news, y'all. Front page news, y'all. How fast did you delete those pictures of the X?
um, the first thing I'm talking about is Mariah Carey is having a biopic made of her. It's going to be directed by Lee Daniels, and they have started casting for this, and they're searching for the perfect actress to portray her. Um, Mariah has publicly shared her interest in directing a film based on her memoir that was released titled The Meaning of Mariah Carey. After conversations around the idea, award winning film director Lee Daniels, who worked with Mariah on Precious, was tapped to produce a TV adaptation of the book. The casting for the project is allegedly in the works right now. She stated that because she owns the masters to all of her music, she isn't worried too much about searching for the best singer because they can lip sync. She shared that she's focused on someone who is gifted theatrically and can really bring her essence to the role. She said, I don't think it's about cast the girl who sings the Mariah Carey style, whatever that is. She said it's about casting a great actress with a somewhat similar look and just making sure that the acting is there because we have the music that can sing along to it. Lee Daniels added, I think it's bigger than a film. I think that if there's so much to her thing, I think it's an epic limited series. I think that it's as big as Aretha's story. He said, I think that she's so misunderstood. I didn't know really how her mind ticked until I read her book and realized that she is what defines a diva, what really defines a diva. And, you know, he goes on to talk about her complicated life. He says that this, he thinks, is more of a limited series than a film. I don't know. I like the films better. Like, I hate when y'all break up stuff that could be a movie. So who knows? They're probably just going that way because they want to get the streams up. But it seems like, you know, Mariah, she's so vain and she's so, you know, she is a diva. So I feel like this casting might go on a little longer because I can't even think off the top of my head who would play her. I know a lot of people on social media were saying Ariana Grande, but I think that's because they compare Ariana to Mariah's singing style, you know, hitting those high notes. But Ariana Grande looks nothing like Mariah Carey. I don't think there's a lot of people who look like her, so it'll be interesting to see who they cast and what streaming service this comes out on. It's going to be an HBO Max thing, or is it going to be a Tubi thing?
Shout out to Tubi. Mariah Carey, God bless her. Are you listening to Senny J's report, everyone? She said that this young lady owns her masters. That means she gets all the money.
Word.
I mean, she gets every dime drop of everything. And God bless her. She's a singer, songwriter, and an actress. I don't know, but she's known for all those Christmas songs, right? Because she dominates Christmas every year into this world and clothes and it within itself.
Right.
CJ reported months back that she was trying to trademark something about Christmas. I can't remember what it was, like Jingle Bells or White Christmas or something. She literally tried to trademark something with Christmas.
Oh yeah, she tried to. She did.
And
She
I
tried.
was like, and Cindy, if you could remember what it
Oh,
was,
it was the term Queen of Christmas.
right?
She wanted to be, yeah.
Right. She want like this woman is out to lunch, cuckoo for Cocoa Puff.
And she's gearing up. She's gearing up. You know, it's that season.
And
She already
right,
has tour dates.
that's right. Ching, ching, ching for her. And I'm not mad at her. Mariah Carey, who's 54 years old. Mariah, you're so vain that I just think that maybe you should just play yourself. I think she can get
She
away
don't know
with.
how to act. She don't know how to act.
She's an actress.
No, she's not.
and she has her life well together. Remember, you know, the whole thing with Nick Cannon and the babies. Mariah Carey I totally agree, City Boy. I mean, you're rocking today because so far I've been agreeing with everything you've been saying. This is a mini series. I know. Well, Cindy says she wants to see a movie. Mariah Carey, she is she legendary? I don't know.
She is
Is she
legendary.
legendary? I mean, she got some
Do you,
pop hits.
you think
Uh,
she's as big as Aretha?
no, well, no, she's not as big as Aretha when Aretha was alive. No, what my whole thing is, yeah, I give a dab of legendary, just a dab of it. But I think we're going too far with this. I think that Mariah Carey, who we all love, it's all good. This is a mini series. This is not a movie. Put a number one chat room if you'll run out and see a Mariah Carey movie. I don't like. If my wife be like, let's go see the Mariah Carey movie, I'm like, fuck out of here.
Well, maybe not in theaters, but
No,
like
no,
on
I'm just saying,
Lifetime, on
yeah,
Hulu.
right. That makes sense. That's like a Lifetime. Well, okay, right. Okay, I'll give you that. Lifetime movie, Netflix 3-part episode series. That's
Right.
it. Get a young, a talented actress out there to play yourself, and let that be. I personally, I'm not gonna Mariah Carey. I got love for her. Dab of legendary, but I'm not gonna run out and see this. If it's on Netflix and it's one of the top 10 of the week, might throw that on, watch it with my wife. Just for 2 minutes. That's it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 54 years old. She's beautiful. You already know what it is. Legendary, yes, for the Christmas songs.
And no, I think
And
I
and, and
think she
Tupac is
does.
the
She's had a long career. Her life. I would love to see the Mariah Carey story because I feel like her earlier years getting into like wasn't she married like super young and he was like a little abusive to her and she like and like her family like I've heard bits and pieces of her story so it would be cool to well I guess to see how real she's going to get in there because I think like she had a really troubled family life as well. So, and I think that she's legendary. Like she was so big in my I even went to TRL to see her. She was going to be there that day. Me and my friends stayed outside like she is and her singing style like please. Mariah
yeah,
Carey is a classic. She's a
yeah. I'm not
legend.
saying, listen. I'm not saying that, man. Every Christmas I have a strong desire to sing "All I Want for Christmas Is You." I understand that because she's getting the bag with that. I'm not mad at her.
I love that song
And
too.
all the other songs she had. What's her pop hit she had back in the day? Everybody, dancing. Uh,
All of them.
a
My
legendary.
favorite one is Emotions. I love that song.
Uh, Chat room. Put your number. What's your number one? What's your number one Mariah Carey song? I would just say it would be the Christmas song for me. But movie negative, or like the young lady said on video, negative. Christopher Columbus. Uh, uh, Netflix joint, Lifetime. That's what you're getting. That's it. What else?
Okay. Yes. Diddy did a interview. Oh wait, sorry, that one isn't popping. Diddy did an interview where he was talking about the next generation. He was taking a moment, he was giving Young Miami and Travis Scott their flowers. He even went as far as to compare Young Miami, also known as Carisha, that's her real name, to Oprah Winfrey. I thought it was very interesting. He just released it. He just released a new album, and so people are talking to him about that. How was that process? And during that, he shared his commentary as he was asked which hip hop stars are the next generation of billionaires. After taking a minute to think about it, he did say Nipsey Hussle was a young Puff version. So he said the one person that I can say right now is Travis Scott. He said I can relate to how he's diversifying his portfolio and really understand how to take it to the next level. Not stopping there, he also threw in Young Miami, saying that she has endless possibilities at her disposal. He said, she reminds me of Oprah with the endless possibilities that she has as far as her clothing line, television shows, performances, and live podcasts. I really respect both of their hustles and I see them being breakthroughs. Um, a lot of people on social media just felt like he was saying that just to appease um Young Miami, because she did say about, I think it was a year ago, she had tweeted that she will be the next Black Oprah. I had no idea what that means considering Oprah is already Black. Um and I thought that Travis Scott, I mean, maybe he knows on the back end, but he just had plenty of people die, or was it people died and injured during his Astro World tour? And he still hasn't come out from under that. So I don't know what he's doing on the back end that you think he's going to be the next billionaire, the next generations of billionaires. But I don't see either of these. Carisha is cool, but I think what made Oprah Oprah was that she was able to, break into the Babylonian side, and like everybody literally loved her. She became like America's talk show host. I don't see that with Young Miami. So put a little respect on Oprah's name, okay? She's definitely not that. But can she be successful and do people like her? Yeah, sure. So I don't know where Diddy was going with that.
Uh,
People feel like because he's this great. And I mean, Diddy, like, besides Biggie, like, who really, like, was flourishing and thriving under your management that you feel like you can say all this stuff. I don't know.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started. Right, Shawn Harvey One Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's with the Queen, Senny J, and the Queen, Miss Miko. We are here for you guys, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. Please like and share, follow the Shawn Harvey One Show featuring Wake Up Team, and subscribe to the page. You're not doing nothing Saturday, come on down to Game Time in Bethlehem. We got a nice little comedy show going on. Please hang out with us in Bethlehem. Also, October the 26th, we're back at Comedy in Harlem. Senny J in the building. Also, the Queen, Miss Miko. You know how I feel about the King Diddy, P. Diddy. You know he's a hero of mine.
Please.
That man could do no wrong in the eyes of Shawn Harvey, and I follow him on Instagram, and I got so much love for Diddy. And while recently, a few days ago, I was my wife was driving me somewhere, can't remember, and my beloved wife purchased the P. Diddy album. Uh, and I was listening to it. I was like, who's that? That's P. Diddy's joint. Oh, and I like to say this, that P. Diddy album, which is called the Love album, I thought it was a really good album. Now, this is a man that's in his 50s and he's in tune with all music. And I think he's one of the greatest producers of all time. And he went out there and just performed on what? The MTV Awards, the BET? What was that? That he was out there dancing with the red leather suits on.
Yeah, I think that was the VMAs.
And he's always trending on social media. And before you get into the Young Miami and the Travis Scott thing, and thanks for reminding us of the deaths at the Travis Scott concert. Thanks for that, scene.
Did he recover from that? Like, what's going on, Trav?
My issue is the social media world and the entertainment world is throwing out all these accusations all the time that my beloved P. Diddy is gay. And I'm sick of y'all doing that. And if P. Diddy's gay, so what? He's gay. Who cares? This man is a billionaire, so maybe he might have fell into some rectum while he had vagina laying around the place. I'm not mad at Diddy. And a lot of these other entertainers is coming at my boy.
Yeah, I felt that way too.
And I don't like what's going on. Yo, Diddy gay. So what? Even if that's the case, what's the problem?
Right.
Diddy, and let me tell you something. I have put money in his coffers with that goddamn devil's juice, that's Ciroc. And boy, I had a lot of soul.
Have you? Oh, I was about to say.
And He's giving us the forecast about Young Miami, who's the next Black Oprah. Cindy's right. Oprah's Black already. I don't know if she could be the next one. But but Diddy has this vision. Has he steered us wrong ever? Has Diddy got us on the party on the dance floor? Those bad boy hits. I don't know what Cindy talking about, what he didn't contribute to the music industry. If it was for Diddy, none of those guys would be out there working. Maze, Case, Black Rob, and all these guys.
I mean, they had a time. They had a time. Where's the
112.
longevity? Where's the
He had
longevity?
112. He had 112 total faith. We could go on and on and on. Little Kim.
But where are they now, Shawn?
It doesn't matter. He put them on the map. And he's a
they're
billionaire.
destitute and broke. Okay?
And that's not Diddy's problem.
Isn't it though?
Diddy, P. Diddy, aka the Love Album, aka My Hero. Whenever you drop in these streets, your Uncle Harvey has love for you, brother. And stop saying he gay.
Not stop. You don't like that, Shawn?
I don't like that. I don't like that they call my guy gay.
No Diddy slander will be tolerated.
Not here. Not here. And Diddy, I want to holler at you, brother. It's your uncle, Shawn Harvey, bro.
He don't want to talk to you.
Yo, put a neighbor on, bro. Put a neighbor on. And Young Miami, oh boy, God bless her. I know Senny J will want a taste of that.
She's pretty though. She seems like she's really fun. I enjoy her little things that she says. Her podcast is actually really good too.
I am a fan of the young king, a young queen, a Travis Scott. God bless you. But put a number one in the chat room if you're a Diddy supporter or a P. Diddy fan like Harvey. Put a number two if you're not. Senny J, if you don't mind, give me 15 number ones. I'm for Diddy. P. Diddy for president.
Oh, no.
P. Diddy, keep that music popping. P. Diddy, whatever you need your boy to do, I'm here. I'm too old to have sexual activities with you, my friend. I'm 58 years old, old rectum. I suffer from old rectum, brother. But you keep that music popping. You are my hero. Also, he produced one of the songs on the New Edition album, Coming Home and Return, whatever album they had. Put a number one in the chat room if you're a Diddy fan like Harvey. City, do you love Diddy like Harvey loves Diddy?
No. And actually, I had downloaded the album and I heard like the first couple songs. I didn't like it. I was like, what is this? I don't know. Maybe I need to listen to it more. But have you guys listened to the new album? I don't know. Everybody's like, oh, it's the best. And I got like, I don't know. Maybe it was a song I was listening to. I got like a little bit of like a techno-y vibe. Like, I don't know. I wasn't for it. I haven't finished listening to it. Please.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I want to shout out Jacqueline Carter in the chat room. That's Jackie. Last night we worked at 275 Park Laughaholics comedy club owned by Ray DeJean and his other partner. And we had a comedy show there last night, and we have a great time. And Jackie and I were at the door. She works the door. She holds all the money down. She plays an important role in this club. And Jackie, was so good to see you. She was, matter of fact, Cindy J, she was in Panama with us a few months back with that whole, that whole thing. So, Jackie, God bless you. And God bless everyone in the chat room. But I want to show you some love. And I appreciate you. And it was great seeing you last night. We'll see each other soon. Cindy, who's more legendary, Cindy? Mariah Carey or my beloved P. Diddy? In the chat room, who's more legendary? Put a number one if it's P. Diddy. Put a number two if it's Mariah Carey. Cindy, give me 17 number ones. P. Diddy is more legendary than Mariah Carey. Let's talk about that before we go into our next situation. Cindy, I'll ask you first. Who's more legendary? The crossover queen?
Not crossover. Ah,
Or my beloved P. Diddy that's coming from these streets, producing these hits.
I don't know if it's him producing the
Who's
hits, but
more legendary?
I feel like it's different because I feel like Mariah is legendary, but I feel like culturally, like through the ages, like Diddy has kind of stayed the course more. I don't know. I think I'm going to say Mariah just because I feel like more people know about her. I feel like Mariah is more of a global star than Diddy is. Not to say he don't get love. I'm sure he gets love, around the world, but would he um would he like sell out a stadium? I don't think so. And maybe for his producing, because he might have a big catalog, but I'm gonna say Mariah. I think she has more star power than Diddy. I think people fell off with Diddy when he started doing all his name changes. Puffy, Diddy, Brother Love. Like, come on, bro. How can you be legendary? We don't even know what your name is.
I say, and thank you for sharing. I want to know what's in chat room. Please let us know who's more legendary. P. Diddy, number one, or Mariah Carey, number two. Senny said Mariah Carey. Your boy Harvey says P. Diddy. DJ Tall Guy is in the chat room right now. CJ, I bet you he plays more Diddy songs than you do Mariah Carey songs.
I mean, well, what do you count as a song? Songs that he's actually sang on or ones that
Does it?
he's produced?
It doesn't matter.
Ugh, please.
P. Diddy and City, I'm ashamed of you.
But Mariah Carey's R&B, so her songs are going to be a little bit more slower. So a DJ ain't really going to be playing it unless he's like mixing it in with something. So
Let me,
that's kind of
let me tell you something. Then let me tell you one of the reasons why I think P. Diddy would be as more legendary than Mariah Carey. P. Diddy can produce a song for Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey can't produce a song for P. Diddy. And what movie would you? And okay, and then let me ask you guys this question: what mini flick would you see on Netflix, or as Cindy would say, Tubi? The P. Diddy story or the Mariah Carey story? Cindy, which one you watching? The P. Diddy 3 episodes or the Mariah Carey? Which one you watching
I
first? Let's keep
mean,
it real.
I feel like the Diddy story is Biggie's story. Like we all know what that story is.
What
So
what
he's the
story
one
would
that
you
put him on
see?
the map. So it didn't seem like he had any struggle. He didn't have any get it out the mud. He just became like popular off the backs of everybody else. Ain't no story there.
Cindy,
I actually would like him to write a book about him. Like, what did you do, bro? Like, how did you grow up? You know what I'm
Cindy, let me
saying?
share. Cindy,
I
let me
feel like
share
we don't
something
hear
with
that.
you. Cindy, let me share something with you about my beloved P. Diddy. That's why I think he's more legendary than Mariah Carey. Before we move on, I don't want to bore everybody with this conversation. This one, I don't know if you knew this about Diddy. Diddy used to be a party promoter back in the day, Cindy,
Okay.
and he had a party at New York Community College, right on the
Hmm.
west side of Manhattan. And Cindy, they had a stampede at the event. Put a number one in the chat room if y'all guys remember this. And Cindy, you might have to pull up, pause the news story with this. But P. Diddy produced a show, and Cindy, multiple young folks died in the stampede. This is before the Bad Boy. This is like all this was getting ready, to evolve into the music scene. They had a horrific, unfortunate uh, death at a college in
Hmm.
New York City. There was even put it on one chat room if y'all remember this. They was even going to press charges with him. They actually was going to press charges with him to make him liable for this whole situation. You might need to pull up the news story because I I don't have the facts in front of me, but this is something that he will probably tell in his story. Mariah Carey, and rest in peace to the folks that passed away back in those days. Mariah Carey don't have no story like this, player.
But was that because of him?
He threw it, Senny. He organized the party.
Okay,
It
but
goes from it goes
that
it goes.
doesn't you just because you organize a party doesn't mean that you're responsible
Yeah, but Senny,
necessarily
you're saying
for.
the same. But Senny, you're saying the same thing. You're like, he wasn't really responsible for the music. How many songs did he produce? But he was responsible for all of that. So once again, guys, number one in the chat room, who's more legendary, P Diddy or Mariah Carey? And which Netflix miniseries are you going to watch first? Diddy or Mariah Carey?
Well, and to Princess Cox, I don't think it's me not being urban enough for it. I was young. What year did that happen?
So you might have to pull that up. Pause. I think maybe
Danielle
2000.
Williams, shout out to Danielle Williams. She said she was there. Do you know what year that was, Danielle?
Oh, Danielle, tell us about it. Talk to them, Senny, while I go. I got to go to the kitchen.
Yeah. So for a lot of people, a lot of times when a lot of this music was coming out, I was probably like 9, 10 years old. So I wasn't really into it because I didn't grow up, with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why as I got older, I, it was, what was I in like 95, 94? I was like 10 years old. So a lot of the times when, anything that I was usually getting introduced to with rap or anything like that, it was like later because I was older to understand it. Yeah, 91, either 91 or 92. I was like 7 years old. So I didn't grow up with it. I wasn't, my parents weren't playing that music for me in there. So I don't know. So as I got older, then I was seeing him, like this is like 2003, 2004, when he started dating Jennifer Lopez, when I could actually get entertainment to actually know, understand
Senny,
words, lyrics, the music, so, and I mean, and it didn't help that I wasn't, but I don't know a lot of history of a lot of, I guess,
oh no,
popular older artists now.
no, you know a lot of history about a lot of things. It's this that you have an issue with. I do agree with Princess Cox, no pause, Black Heart. Welcome to the show, guys. I want to see the hearts in the chat room. Senny, we still, throughout all the years we've been working together and out of all the years we've all been congregating here this morning with all our beloved members in the chat room. Oh, LaShawn Brown, I'm going to call you at the end of the show. LaShawn Brown, I'm going to call you and text you as soon as we're done. I got some news for you.
No, Vanetta, I have no idea about Uptown Records. I don't know any of these things that y'all
Exactly. See,
talking
Cindy,
about.
what I'm saying is, you got to go back to your history books. I do agree with Princess Cox. No problem. Yeah, LaShawn, the lab's open. Princess Cox, I do agree with him. You have a deficit on your black card.
Oh, please.
You have a deficit, and it's nothing
I,
wrong with it. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it.
I didn't grow up in that era. Okay. I didn't see Diddy come up. It wasn't popping up on my social media feed. Sorry. I'm sorry that y'all were there and I didn't experience it. What a time. What a time to be alive. I was inside. For real, for real.
Cindy, what else you
Probably
got?
didn't even know how to read. Um
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We truly appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Come on, you guys, hang out with us Thursday, October the 26th, Comedy in Harlem. If you can't make it, you can still donate the ticket to keep this show moving. Special shout out to Lynette Serrano for donating to October the 26th. Let's make it work. Go ahead, Cindy.
Word.
She said word.
Do that ish. No.
Word up.
Um, I'm going to talk about this is a story. There was a shooting at Morgan State University. Shout out to our chat room ambassador, Vanetta George. She was keeping family and friends updated. Her daughter goes there. So this was something I felt like I needed to dig into.
Okay.
The Baltimore police has released a video of persons of interest in the Morgan State University shooting. Investigators are asking for the public's help in identifying the individuals that were seen in the video. 5 people suffered non-life threatening injuries. The gunfire erupted outside on the campus of the HBCU in Maryland's most populous city. This is homecoming week for them. And this happened on Tuesday night. It appears to have been the result of a dispute between 2 smaller groups, and one individual was a target of 2 individuals who had weapons. 5 people, including 4 students, were shot. But none of them were the intended target. The victims, 4 men and 1 woman, between the ages of 18 and 22, all suffered non-life threatening injuries and were treated at area hospital. The shooting does not appear to have been racially motivated. Police first responded to the scene to investigate the shooting at approximately 9:25 p.m. on Tuesday, as Morgan State issued a shelter-in-place order. Just before midnight, police announced on social media that the incident was no longer being considered an active shooter situation. And in about a half an hour later, the school lifted the shelter-in-place order. All classes have been canceled for the rest of the week, while homecoming events are also canceled or postponed until a suspect is identified. No arrests have been made, and anyone with information on the case is urged to call the Baltimore Police Detective Unit. And I believe they were also saying that it became crazy because a couple of the shooters or something like that, they actually blended in with the students. So they were like going from dorm to dorm, like doing a sweep and checking the people. So I thought that that was very I thought that was very scary. That's crazy. So it's unfortunate that that happened, especially so early in the school year. But this is not the first, shooting that has happened there. I believe in 2021 there was another shooting at the university as well. So, but Baltimore is a rough city, so they definitely need more protection on these campuses for sure, especially ones that are so like open. I know there are some of the a lot of them are like that in the cities. Like the campus, spans across blocks and it's like open to everybody. So it's a very scary situation.
Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, Senny J, and the Queen, Miss Miko. And we'd like to welcome all our new listeners in the show this morning in the chat room. And folks, my veteran listeners in the chat room, could you please welcome all these new folks that are in the chat room at the moment. Now, I'm going to start off with this first. To my folks in Baltimore, I'll be in Baltimore November the 11th.
Oh, yay. We'll be there.
And this particular story hits home for all of us because our ambassador of the chat room, Vanetta George's daughter, Maya, attends Moorhead, right?
Yeah, Morgan State.
Morgan State. So this directly impacts us. I want to say right now, let's put the prayer emojis up for the chat, our ambassador of the chat room, just in case.
No, she said her daughter's home.
That's fine. That's fine. Her daughter's home. Let's do some prayer emojis for the ambassador of the chat room and her daughter. Let's just do that. Then you can put me 2 or 3 prayer emojis, just in case.
Okay, I'll put in some prayer emojis.
And the sad part about this, and we already know about Baltimore, remember we used to watch The Wire? Senny, let me ask you this. Are you black? Did you ever watch The Wire? I'm trying to help you with your black card.
No.
Damn. We'll get back to that in a minute. Because I think that's required documentary work, watching for black folks.
It is. It's a cultural classic. I haven't had
And
the time.
I say that in the last 10 years, did you just hear what Senny said, guys? Did you hear what she said? She said she says, shelter in place. These are new terminologies that we use now. We got shelter in place. And what are we in shelter in place for? The active shooter. And I I want to say thank God that no one got killed. I mean, some of these students got shot. They got the thigh shot. They will survive. Thank God nobody got killed in Morgan State University. The
Not the
first thing
thigh
they
shot.
need to do at this particular university is, first of all, let's do what the Babylonians do. Bring 500 counselors and therapists down there.
Word.
Because some of these kids, and I don't know about Vanetta's beloved daughter, even though she's a student at Morgan State, she might want to say, Mom, I'd rather go to Northampton Community College. I don't know. I might want to go to Apex Technical School. I might want to go to ITT. I might want to do ITT. I don't know. But you can't be mad at what a student. I go, you know what? I don't know if I want to go there anymore. And if that's the case, Morgan State, you need to write a check to these parents. You failed in your security knowing that you had a homecoming event on campus. Where's the presence of law enforcement? Let's throw the Baltimore thing out the window. We already know how they give it up. I propose that our beloved Vanetta George, the ambassador of the chat room, and all the other parents of this school need some type of compensation for their child.
I mean,
I think that they should cut checks for $5,000 to each parent for either therapy services or the inconvenience of parents. So thank God Vanetta could get in her car and drive down there in a few hours. There's probably some parents that had to fly cross country for their beloved children. They don't know what's going on. They have to go all the way. Say if a parent lived in Atlanta, they got to get on a plane, fly all the way up here to pick up their fly to Baltimore to pick up their child. These folks should be compensated for this. And if you, Morgan State University and the city of Baltimore don't find these shooters, you failed us. Mm-hmm. And Morgan State moving forward, because you're not protecting your students, but you're too busy doing all this alumni dance, and you're too busy doing this, all this stupidness, and you don't have enough officers for your homecoming. Morgan State canceled that event because last year you had a shooting. The year before that you had a shooting.
Wow.
What are we doing? Like Jadakiss said, what are we doing? Watching the honeymooners?
Yeah, they would need to do something, especially if this is a yearly. It's like the inauguration of this specific school, and it doesn't help that it's a HBCU. They probably don't really have the budget to increase the security, which is unfortunate. But you need to do something. I feel.
Why wouldn't they have the budget? God knows, and Vanetta knows what she's paying for her daughter. This is very expensive. Mm-hmm. This is very expensive for these collegiate kids to be on these campuses, especially if they live on campus, and you're charging all this money, and you only have 2 or 3 university police officers. And there's thousands of people congregating, and then the Baltimore police is down the block. And let me ask you this question. Are university police officers really police officers?
I don't know. I don't remember if they had guns on my campus.
They do. Well, they do have guns, because I was over here, Lehigh University. I was going through there, and I saw the police officer had a gun, and he was a university police officer. Okay. My whole thing is, do they really care? We already know what happened in Texas. Remember at the school when all those beloved kids got shot and killed with the shooter that was really active, and the police didn't even go in there and shoot this dude? Morgan State, let's beef up the security. Let's refund some of this money and cancel homecoming.
And no, Dara, they did not find the shooter. They're asking for any information.
The shooter is in biological class right now. The shooter is on the basketball team. They can't even find this guy. The shooter is a student.
We don't know.
The shooter is doing online classes right now till they open this thing back up. And to our Vanetta, our beloved ambassador, the question would be, I mean, if you want to answer it or not, is your beloved daughter returning back to Morgan State?
Yes, she said she's going back. She's probably going back because Indigenous Peoples Day, okay, negative Christopher Columbus is on Monday. So, that's a federal holiday. So, what is she going to go back on Tuesday, Vanetta? Or you guys have to wait to hear from the school?
And you know how black folks are. We like that. If you don't take your goddamn ass back to school, little goddamn shooting down, don't pay all that money down there. You better duck when you hear. You better duck. When they shoot, you do
better
this.
Go to class, to your dorm, and you better duck.
You know what gunshots sound like. You do this. Now get your punk ass back down there, and I'm gonna put the blood of Jesus on you and get back down there. Because you ain't staying here. You not staying. Us black folks, you ain't staying there.
Vanetta said she's going back on Sunday.
Vanetta done changed her daughter room around. Her room got a china cabinet in it.
You ain't staying for too long.
95 South is that way.
That's hilarious. So, Vanetta, you're gonna drive down. You got to take that trip back.
You gonna leave? You gonna get? You fine?
Vanetta's like, let's get on the road. 4 a.m. Let's go.
Soon as they pull up, you're gonna hear pop, 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 pop. Get your ass out the car. Mom, pop, 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 pop.
Vanetta, take her back Monday. Take her back Monday night. Like, come on.
Take her back at 2 a.m.
Wake her up like it's a drill. Like, turn on all the lights. Be like, we gotta go.
That's right. Here go your vest. Here go your vest. She gonna get, here go your vest. Go ahead.
Now show me how you get down on the ground.
Mom, I can't move my arms though.
Vanetta, are you giving her gun training at home? Are you giving her gunshot preparation? But we're glad that she's safe. And, her
she in
or
the room
her
like
friends
this.
were harmed.
Senny, she in the room like this. Vanetta like this. You ready? Up here messing up my schedule when I'm trying to go to New York and do my thing. I got to drive down the border. Get my keys. Get my keys. Get my keys. Me and Danielle going to a lunch. I got to drive her back down. Danielle, I'll see you Thursday. What else you got to say? Get my keys. Get my keys.
I can't. Oh my God, I'm gonna die laughing. My heart is beating so fast. That's so hilarious.
Don't say that, because if you fall out right now, what are we to do? I'm like, Senny? Nope.
Stop, I can't.
Oh.
I can't. Okay.
Right. What you got?
If I were to fall out?
Yeah. If you fall out right now, hello?
And then what?
Nah.
Nobody's here. The kids are at school.
That's right. I'm gonna call up the live feed and go, all right, I gotta get out. We're done.
Okay.
What else you got?
So there, this story went very viral on social media. Um,
Cindy, come on, get it together. We're doing a show. You're not gonna fall out. You're like
I can't. I have to catch my breath. Okay,
everybody in
so
the chat room. Let's cash app. Let's send cash app to Vanetta George for that gas money for that Baltimore trip. Everybody, we gonna give Vanetta $5 to $10 each. That should be about 200. We Vanetta, Senny, send that. Put that cash up. Put the cash app up for our show. Everybody, donate $5, $2 to Vanetta so she can get that gas money to go back on down to Baltimore. Chat room, Cindy, put the link up, put the heart funny up there for the cash app. Everybody, $2 or $3 to Vanetta George for that Baltimore trip going back because that's unexpected. That's an unexpected expense, and we're gonna help her out.
okay, I'm gonna put it in there.
She talking to Danielle. I gotta take her back. You know I gotta work on her. I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna take her. Danielle, like, you think about Transbridge? No, she don't think so. Bus. I'm gonna take on the bus. There's no connecting bus all the way from Transbridge. I don't know how to do it. Oh, Vanetta put her own. Yeah,
I'm weak.
Vanetta put her own cash app in there. Everybody, come on, y'all. We all let's send Vanetta $2 or $3. That's all, because she need $100.
In Philadelphia, a motorist was filmed stomping on a car back windshield. And he is now arrested after his employer tips off police. And I actually have a video of the incident to show you guys because it was very disturbing and it quickly went viral on social media. It was like a biker gang. And I guess they were riding through, somewhere. It was a bunch of them. And one of them just jumps off and starts jumping on this lady's windshield. Some of the social media comments said that she cut him off, but that part can't be seen in the video, but it still doesn't excuse the the violence that took place, and everybody quickly took to social media to um help the girl. So hold on, I don't know if you've seen the video. Shawn, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw the video, and I'll when you finish, I'll say my 2 cents. I see there. Yeah, you can let them see it if they didn't. Yeah, I saw that video. Welcome to the show, guys. I want to see the hearts in the chat room if y'all don't mind. And guys, please, with Vanetta's Cash App or this show Cash App, let's help Vanetta out because she got to go back to Baltimore. Go ahead, Cindy. I seen the video. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't for you, it was for the
Cindy,
listener.
put Vanetta's Cash App in there, or she's together. I don't know if she did all that. Everybody, we're gonna all send her $2 to $6 each. That should be $200 right there, so she can get her beloved daughter back down there. Go ahead, Cindy.
um Sorry, I'm trying to pin it in the thing. The motorcyclist captured in the video, he was stomping out the back windshield of her car. What also made the video more worse is that she had two small kids who were inside of the car. They were 2 and 5 years old. Um, he was arrested on Wednesday after the suspect's employer and others tipped off police to who he was. Cody Heron, who is 26 years of age, has been arrested, as he, should be. I'm sorry. He was charged with possession of an instrument of crime, recklessly endangering another person, and multiple counts of aggravated assault over the attack that happened on Sunday night. Typically lenient Philadelphia DA Larry Krasner reportedly requested Heron be held on a $5 million bail, but a judge set it for 10% of $2.5 million during his arraignment on Wednesday night. Prosecutors alleged that the biker caught on camera shattering the car window before pointing a gun at a mother who jumped out of the car to confront him, fell onto her two kids, ages 2 and 5, who were sitting in the back seat. The Cody, they said the district attorney, who was recklessly riding his motorcycle through the heavily populated streets of Center City while carrying a firearm, senselessly assaulted an innocent woman and her children who were simply going about their evening. The gun fell from his waistband as he kicked in the glass. He picked it up and then briefly pointed the weapon at 23-year-old Nikki Bullock, and the two jawed at each other. The mom allegedly had, I'm sorry, Cody allegedly headbutted the mother, who shoved the motorcyclist right before he fled. The video of the attack, which was viewed millions of times on social media, helped lead to his arrest. A lot of people were talking about the fact that a lot of the bikers did not help her when they seen what had happened. It was almost like they were trying to intimidate her, which is very unfortunate. And people did come to her aid. I went to her social media. A lot of people were donating money, as well as somebody offered and actually did fix her back windshield for free. They're actually looking for a new car, though, because of all the social media attention on them. For fear of retaliation or other things like that. So, but social media has been reaching out to them. I don't know if they have a GoFundMe, but the mom, she seems very, very humble. She's very thankful for everybody, giving her an outpouring of love on social media and things like that. And this is crazy.
Cindy, do you have the picture of the mother?
Yeah.
I want to see the hearts in the chat room, guys. Shout out to our beloved Dara Jackson and Roma Johnson. We truly appreciate all you guys. Princess Cox, no pause. I'm not in the chat room, but I can glance at it a little bit. Tim Harriet, good morning, brother. Robert McFall, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Danielle Williams, Sheila Hall, thank you. Our beloved LaShawn Haynes Jones. I want to say that we truly appreciate all of you for taking your time out to watch the Shawn Harvey Show feature wake up team with the Queen Sinja. Now,
this is her picture.
I'm listening to that's her?
Shawn, stop.
It look like Brittany Griner's sister.
This is Nikki Bullock. Oh, yeah, that's her.
Senny, did you pronounce his name right? Harry Krausner, the DA.
I don't know.
And the reason why I want to bring this up before before we get out of here and just to keep going with this story, is he has the same philosophy as your boy Harvey here, Shawn Harvey.
They said he's typically lenient.
Right, but you see what he said. What's his name again?
His name is Larry Krasner.
I'm sorry, Larry Krasner.
Yeah.
Senny, you see what he said? Came right to the judge, $5 million and let him stay there. The judge like, whoa, let's jump that down to $2 million. This is insane. But I feel your energy. I'm gonna give you half of that. And if he needs to get bailed out, he needs $250,000.
Ain't nobody.
And I saw the video, and like everyone else, I responded the same way. It was disgusting to me. You're right, Senny J. All the other bikers enticed him or just didn't pay any mind or even said to him like, yo, easy. And for his reckless behavior, he didn't even know that there were two innocent kids in the back seat. And he jumped on this woman's property and smashed her back window in with nothing but reckless force, and then had the gall to just drive away. But before that, headbutted and pointed a firearm at this woman who was just going about her day. You know how I give it up.
Word.
You're doing 15 years in jail, no probation, you're done. And you're paying for all the damages. But this is what we talked about in the beginning of the show. If you had deactivated your social media, you wouldn't have seen this. Social media, in this particular case, is a good thing. He was filmed, positively identified, lose his job.
His employer ratted you out? This is why you don't give your job your social media. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody dropped a dime on your punk ass. Now you out of a job and you going to jail because they can't tolerate this behavior.
Especially in Philly.
This is reckless behavior. You was ego driven. and you got on that dumb motorcycle and you put that leather jacket on and you thought you was TJ McGregor. I don't know who that is, Senny. I just made that up. And you revved up your machine and your chrome, and how dare another vehicle could be in your pathway while you trying to get to the highways and the byways of your pathetic ego. Sir, you should never, 15 years, I don't want to ever see you again. You're done. And you could have hurt these kids. You already traumatized them. I mean, you didn't traumatize them like those kids in Baltimore at Moorhead, at Morgan State. But this, Larry Krasner, this is what I've been saying all the time, and people think I'm crazy. When people do these type of crimes, you see what he did, $5 million bail. $10 million bail, where they have to come up with $500,000 to get your punk ass out of jail. This should be all crimes. Yeah. All of them. And for a man that was so lenient as a prosecutor, you smelt the coffee on this one. And Mr. Corey, with Corey Heron, you said? Heron?
Cody Heron.
Cody Heron. Well, guess what? You done sniffed the wrong bag of dope this time, player. Heron. We're going to put you in a drug rehab.
Yeah, but, where's your friends? Where's your biker friends? Are they putting a GoFundMe for you together?
Yeah, they don't want no parts of it. You go to jail for 15 years. You disgust me. What else you got, Senny, before we get out of here?
That's all I have right now.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you're there. And we're going to make you put that work, do some more work, please. If y'all don't mind, let's put the hearts in the chat room. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. You know, we're on air Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays. So where's the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, turn down for what? CJ, we're going to give you the last word. I'm going to yield my time. God bless. We had a great show this morning, but I'm going to yield my time, and Senny J is going to close out. And God bless.
Well, you guys, it's Thursday. We're almost to the end of the week. So just hold on. We only have one more day. So that's what I have for you.
Yeah, it's horrible. All right, guys. Bethlehem, the 6th, this Saturday. If you don't want to get your laugh on, come on out. Comedy in Harlem. On October 26th, Iron Mule, November 12th, Game Time, November the 11th. So we got a lot of comedy out there, so we appreciate you. Senny, let's wave at these folks. God bless y'all. Y'all enjoy your day, and we will see you guys tomorrow. We are out of here. Bang.
Bye. Bye.